Welcome to episode 9, the Julio-Claudian Dynasty. The Julio-Claudian dynasty was the first imperial dynasty of ancient Rome, lasting from 27 BCE to 68 CE. It was founded by Augustus, the grandnephew and adopted son of Julius Caesar, and spanned 5 emperors: Augustus, Tiberius, Caligula, Claudius, and Nero. These rulers presided over a period of great transformation in Rome, as it transitioned from a republic to an empire. While the dynasty laid the foundation for the Pax Romana, Roman peace, it was also marked by intrigue, excess, and a cycle of political maneuvering that ultimately led to its downfall. Augustus reigned 27 BCE. 14 CE is credited with laying the groundwork for the Roman Empire. Born Gaius Octavius Thurinus in 63 BCE, he became Gaius Julius Caesar Octavianus after being named Julius Caesar's heir. Following his victory over Mark Antony and Cleopatra at the Battle of Actium in 31 BCE, Augustus established himself as the unchallenged ruler of Rome, although he carefully maintained the facade of republican governance. In 27 BCE, the Senate granted him the title of Augustus, meaning the revered one, marking the beginning of the Roman Empire. Under Augustus' rule, Rome entered a period of relative peace and prosperity, known as the Pax Romana. He reformed the administrative, military, and financial systems of the state, reorganized the provinces, and initiated extensive building projects, including the Pantheon and the Areopagus. Augustus's legacy was one of stability and reform, and his reign would become the model for future emperors. He died in 14 CE, leaving his stepson, Tiberius, as his successor. Tiberius, R14 to 37 CE, was a capable but unwilling ruler. Born in 42 BCE, he was the son of Livia Drusilla, Augustus's third wife. Initially, Tiberius showed little interest in ruling, preferring a life of military service and retirement. However, Augustus, having no surviving biological sons, pressured him to accept the role of heir. When Augustus died in 14 CE, Tiberius became emperor, although he had little enthusiasm for the position.
Tiberius' reign was initially marked by administrative efficiency and military success, especially in Germany and the eastern provinces. However, his later years were marred by paranoia, treason trials, and the growing influence of the Praetorian prefect Sejanus, a powerful advisor who manipulated Tiberius to consolidate his own power. Tiberius grew increasingly reclusive, eventually retiring to the island of Capri in 26 CE, leaving much of the governance to Sejanus.
Despite his withdrawal from public life, Tiberius maintained control of the empire until his death in 37 CE. While he left the empire stable and prosperous, his increasingly authoritarian style of rule alienated much of the Roman aristocracy, setting the stage for the turmoil that would follow.
Caligula, from 37 to 41 CE, whose real name was Gaius Julius Caesar Germanicus, is remembered as one of the most infamous rulers in Roman history. Born in 12 CE, he was the son of the popular general Germanicus and the great-grandson of Augustus. Caligula's early years were marked by tragedy, as his father died under suspicious circumstances and most of his family members were executed on charges of treason. However, his connection to Augustus and Tiberius ensured that he was groomed for leadership. Initially, Caligula's reign was met with great optimism. He was young, charismatic, and a member of the beloved Julian family. However, after a severe illness early in his reign, Caligula's behavior became increasingly erratic. He engaged in extravagant building projects, made bizarre demands of the Senate, and is alleged to have indulged in numerous scandals. Ancient sources, including Suetonius and Tacitus, claim that Caligula believed himself to be a god, demanding worship and placing statues of himself in temples. Caligula's reign descended into cruelty and madness. He executed members of his family, senators, and even close allies on charges of treason. His extravagant spending emptied the imperial treasury, and he earned the hatred of the Praetorian Guard, the Senate, and the Roman people. In 41 CE, after just 4 years in power, Caligula was assassinated in a plot involving the Praetorian Guard, marking one of the few successful coups against a Roman emperor. Following Caligula's assassination, the Praetorian Guard quickly installed his uncle, Claudius, marked 41 to 54 CE, as emperor. Born in 10 BCE, Claudius was the younger brother of Germanicus and the first emperor born outside Italy. Throughout his life, Claudius had been considered an unlikely candidate for the throne. He suffered from various physical ailments, including a limp and a stutter, which led his family to dismiss him as weak and unfit for public life. However, Claudius proved to be an effective and competent ruler. His reign was marked by significant military and administrative reforms, as well as the expansion of the empire. In 43 CE, Claudius successfully invaded Britain, bringing it under Roman control and securing his reputation as a capable military leader. He also worked to improve the empire's infrastructure, building aqueducts, roads, and harbors. Claudius' personal life, however, was more tumultuous. He was married 4 times, and his 4th wife, Agrippina the Younger, would ultimately play a significant role in his downfall. In 54 CE, Claudius was allegedly poisoned by Agrippina, who wanted to secure the throne for her son, Nero. Nero, arc 54 to 68 CE, the last emperor of the Julio-Claudian dynasty, is remembered for his artistic ambitions, cruelty, and the dramatic collapse of his reign. Born in 37 CE, Nero was the son of Agrippina the Younger and the great-great-grandson of Augustus. His early reign was marked by the influence of his mother and 2 key advisors, Seneca and Burrus, who helped maintain stability in the empire. However, as Nero grew older, he became increasingly autocratic and disconnected from the responsibilities of rule. He was more interested in pursuing his passion for music, acting, and chariot racing than governing. Nero's obsession with personal glory led him to alienate many in the Senate and the Roman aristocracy. His decision to execute his mother, Agrippina, in 59 CE further damaged his reputation. The most infamous event of Nero's reign was the Great Fire of Rome in 64 CE, which destroyed large portions of the city. While modern historians debate Nero's role in the fire, ancient sources claim that he either started the fire or, at the very least, neglected to control it. In the aftermath, Nero blamed the Christians, leading to the first major persecution of the sect. By 68 CE, Nero had lost the support of the army, the Senate, and the Roman people. A series of revolts broke out, and Nero was declared a public enemy by the Senate. Facing certain death, Nero committed suicide, famously declaring, "What an artist the world is losing." His death marked the end of the Julio-Claudian dynasty and set the stage for the chaotic year of the 4 emperors.